and this guy playing bass, and this guy's brother playing drums, and they did a record before. It's a long conversation to explain to somebody who's not a hardcore fan what this is.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a limited amount of places you can play, tickets you're going to sell, all that kind of thing. It's a really difficult thing when everyone else has careers and lives to just chuck it all for a period of time and say, let's just take this out on the road. Like, you know, now maybe we can all pile into George's RV that he's always out in. I don't know.
There you go. There you go.
He's been vaccinated. He's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm making half a joke, but yeah, I hate that it's everybody does inevitably ask that question. And if we get an opportunity where we can do it, we will absolutely be super jazzed too. I just don't have one right now.
So, how did you and George hook up back in the 90s? Or did you meet him before? Were you hooked up with him before that, before you joined Lynch Mob?
It was, well, I found out Lynch Mob was auditioning singers, and I finagled myself an audition. I've told the story a billion times. Through a couple of record company contacts I had. I was living back on the East Coast. I'm a New York native. So I was in New York, New Jersey. It's like my parents had moved to the suburbs, you know, throughout our life. So I was an East Coaster, New York metro area guy, and I was in bands that were trying to get some traction in the city at that time. I was in a band with a record deal that didn't pan out. It was with a major, and we demoed a bunch of songs, and that was prior to this. So then I hear about Lynch Mob. I get myself an audition. I fly out to Phoenix, kind of in the middle of all these other ones that their management had set up for them. So I kind of snuck in with not through the normal channels. And flew out to Phoenix, auditioned, flew home the next day. And they had other guys. They wanted me, I think George at the time wanted me to just stick around for a while. But cooler heads prevailed. I think they had several people to audition that were kind of scheduled. And granted, I was in my early 20s, but we all had the foresight to say, look, let's leave no stone unturned. This felt really good, but I'm going to fly home in the morning. So if you see a bunch of other guys that you don't dig, call me back. And they did. They called me pretty much every other day until about a week and a half went by, and George called and said, hey, man, come out here. So prior to Lynch Mob, no, I'd never met him. Or any of those guys.
Wow.
And I came out to Phoenix, wrote a bunch of songs, and made a record.
Nice, a great
and a good one,
too.
by the way.
Yeah.
I still listen to it today.
Oh, yeah.
I love that record, too. I mean, I hate to keep saying that. I mean, I'm really fortunate in that I have several things that I've been involved with that I can still say I'm pretty fiercely proud of.
That's cool.
You know, times change, trends change, but thankfully I haven't made too many missteps, I guess.
Nice.
And I don't listen to them a lot, but you know, every once in a while.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Either on the radio or on my phone when I'm on an airplane or whatever.
Nice.
Now, Robert, I saw that Warrant is getting back out and playing live again. It was the 30th anniversary of Cherry Pie, and you're going to be up here in our neighborhood July 3rd. It's got to be a good feeling for you to get back out in front of a live audience, isn't it?
Oh, hell yes, it is. Obviously, from a practical standpoint, people understand that bands that have been around a while, let's call them nostalgia bands, although we do make records, but still, I get it. I'm continuing that legacy, and largely the legacy of those songs that Janie wrote, and he was a great frontman, and we were friends. So, I mean, I've said that a bunch of times too, but I'm pretty happy when I'm, you know, in that position. That's the best place for me, is being out touring. I'm built to go out on the road and go tour and play shows and be on my side of a mic, you know, have people on the other side. So we can't be any more like over the moon to go out and start playing shows. Yeah, we're going all over. I think we start early June. So the countdown is on.
Outstanding.
Cool.
I have one more question for you, Robert, and this one is I don't know if anybody's asked you this. To be honest with you, I want to know: is there talks of a Big Cock reunion?
That's what I was going to ask. I want to hear some new Big Cock music.
Yeah.
You know, it's you have to go ahead and just make the joke.
I love them albums. I really love those albums.
So you got to go for the question that's on everyone's lips. Is there going to be a Big Cock reunion? Let's see. Dave and I talk pretty often. John Covington, the other John, we're all friends. We all, we're all still mates. But in a word, I don't think so. And that's 4 words I understand. But yeah, I mean, times change. That was a fun little excerpt in our history.
Yeah.
Where that was a great. Oh, we loved it.
You know what? There's a small fan base, and they are like crazy devoted. I think that's just. I still listen to those records on airplanes every once in a while. So if you spot me on a plane commuting to my job, which is playing music, and if I'm not listening to like a book,
Yeah.
Like I love Audible, so I'll have my in-ears or headphones on. If I'm laughing to myself and chuckling to myself, chances are I'm listening to an old Big Cock record or a Steel Panther record.
There you
and
go.
Just laughing to myself.
Those two go together so good.
As I fly to work.
That would have been a great tour.
Yes. That would be a great tour.
Oh, my God.
Man.
Oh, man. All amazing musicians and good friends, like really, really good guys, too. So we get on with them really well. Yeah, the BC thing is cool. I'm thankful for it. I have great memories of making those records. That was kind of like what we did every summer for 3 years. Dave would just come to me. He's like, "It's time. I got these songs. You want to help me finish a few? And some of these are written, and some of these could use a little help. And here we go." Dave did the lion's share of everything in that band. Sometimes I just got to show up and scream and laugh my ass off in between takes.
Nice.
It's like awesome. I'm reading the lyrics, going, "All right, I want to change a couple of these, but I can say this. This is going to be fun."
Yeah, you don't take it as far as Steel Panther takes it, though. We can't play any of their records.
But we always had that.
You did good with the innuendos,
Yes, we
skirted the issue.
Double entendre.
Yeah.
Bordering on single entendre.
Yes. Nice.
Right. And then, we don't take it quite so far. But then again, ours is about our time period where we would imagine that band would have been like very late 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And their whole vibe and philosophy is like steeped in a lot of the West Coast, Hollywood kind of glammy kind of stuff. So it's kind of fitting that they take it up another notch.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I got one final question. This is the important one. Are there any tracks on Phase 2 you think could have benefited from adding some cowbell?
No, we actually.
You took cowbell off of it, did you? Because that's illegal in most states.
I'm going to go on a limb and say I don't think so. I think that, although if Steve would have brought a cowbell, it might have been a temporary funny joke, and then maybe we'd have used a little bit of it. But I don't know. Trying to be serious, no. I'm gonna go with no.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the one guy that says there, no more cowbell.
Exactly. Amen.
I'm the one.
Right.
Robert, we thank you very much. It's always a pleasure having you on the show, and we do really dig this album. Seriously.
I appreciate it. Tell everybody. It was good fun to make. Honestly, it really was.